What's going on? No.
Oh, don't do that. You've been having so many technical problems. I'm thinking that's a part of it.
You are too much. You are too much. Welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio TV. I'm Toni Breedlove with the beautiful and the vivacious Miss Yvonne Baker. And also with that handsome gentleman right there with that gorgeous beard, looking all dapper as he does, with that smile beaming like the sun, Mr. Rollin. Oh, hi, y'all.
What's going on?
Hi.
What's going
What's
on,
happening?
Everyone? We are live.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
You know, to give homage to the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Today is his 50th anniversary of his death.
That is correct.
And that's a great man.
That is
and
correct.
And also Nelson Mandela's wife, who passed away.
Yes, that is correct.
Winnie Mandela.
So why would I do it when you just did?
I beat you to the punch. Hey.
You are absolutely
Sorry about that.
right. You are absolutely right, Miss Yvonne Baker. And with a lot of the things that they have given us as a Black community and as a society, the unfortunate part is that we're going backwards, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. But we still say thank you to them. And I want to say thank you, Miss Yvonne Baker, for bringing that to the forefront.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you. All right. So what we got on deck tonight? What you smiling about, Rollin D? Look at it. See, he know he looking all cute stuff, so he know he got to smile. He's just going to smile.
I think they have a hot date after the show.
Nah. I had to go into the office today.
So you decided to give everybody a treat.
Well, I got to go into the office. I mean, we got a whole new staff in the office, so a lot of folks don't even know. So I had to meet my supervisor, director, so,
Mm-hmm. So you gave them that treat today, huh?
Well, they thought I was a new employee, but I'm like, no. I've been here 17 years now. I mean, because I've been out the office for 10 years, so they don't know who I am. This has changed so much, so they like, I come in, look at me like I'm somebody new or something. So.
Well, we've got a interesting show lined up for tonight. Miss Yvonne Baker. You know what, Rollin D, I was asking her. I was asking her.
No, I'm not answering that.
Really? Oh, you'll answer it before this hour is up. So tonight's topic is when revenge cheating goes really bad. So I'm going to ask Yvonne, because, Yvonne has been coming up with all of these topics lately. Why is Michelle Carter calling me on my tablet?
She's trying to chat on the show.
Oh my gosh. Hang on. Michelle. Hello. I'm live on air, right?
I know. I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it.
Go to my Facebook page. See, look, I'm putting you live on blast.
Hey, Michelle.
Okay. See, you were just on camera. You were live. Like right now, you're live. Well, who is that?
And your hair is...
Anyway, so she just hung up. But tonight's topic is when revenge cheating goes bad, really bad. I want to know, Miss Yvonne.
Yes.
Why this topic?
Look, I can't explain what comes into this head of mine.
Yeah.
It just pops in. I'm sorry. I don't have a big forehead for nothing, you know?
Well, did you hear the news that it has been a scientific fact that women with big booties are smart?
I heard that, but I don't believe that though.
Wait a minute. You're talking to one with a big booty over here.
Serious?
Oh.
I think I'm a fucking genius. All right, Rollin D. Oh my gosh. But I just want to know how you came up with this topic. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I can't even be. Look, you're a genius. I'm smart. Okay? So it's self explanatory.
So, Rollin D, where do you fit into our genius and smartness?
I thought I'm the wise one of the group.
Yeah, because, well, Dolly. Duh. Dolly. Dalai Lama.
I'm the wise one.
Yeah, because
Okay, so
he has a beard. He's wise.
Okay, so I want to know, I mean, what was it that, I mean, of all things, you know, revenge cheating?
Hey, Yvonne, where you going, bro?
Okay, you know what? See, you know, I watch like Maury Povich sometimes. No, seriously. But you know, you always hear these things about women revenge cheating because their man was cheating, so they want to get back at their man. And I mean, maybe it kind of stuck in my head because you know when you drive when you're driving a lot, you don't have anything to do other than watch traffic, but to think. And I'm a thinker.
Boy. Oh boy.
Hey, what can I say?
So what on Maury Povich, between Maury Povich and your thought process came up with this?
I just thought about, because I was trying to think of different show topics. So the wheels in my brain going round and round, round and round.
Oh,
And and it just popped in my head that, you know, revenge cheating. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good topic.
Okay.
So, D, you're not involved in this because you're Mr. Perfect.
No, I'm just not ahead for Mark. I mean, you know, probably good shit.
But see, I only watch him maybe once a month, whenever I catch it.
Okay.
So you watched it last week? Or you watched it this week?
I don't think
Last week was March.
Oh. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So let me ask you though, Miss Yvonne. I gotta ask the question. Have you ever revenge cheated?
No, I've never revenge cheated,
But
I have cheated. But it wasn't a revenge cheating. It was called lack of nookie cheating.
it was called what? Locomotive. What was it called?
Lack of nookie cheating.
Oh.
That's too bad.
Somebody said Mari's Ratchet TV.
It is.
No, you didn't read what Richard said?
He said, Maury, Ratchet TV.
You sound like you watch him a lot, Toni.
I used to when I was bored. And then all of it was the same. Everybody that was, you my baby daddy, because I know you the only one, right? And then
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's like, you are not the father. And all of them, oh no, I only slept with him. I only slept with him.
He
And then they run
can't
off
be.
the
It
stage.
can't be.
Yeah,
He's
come
got to be
on.
the father.
After a while, it's the same ratchet stuff. Hey,
And
Miss
that's why.
Michelle.
And that's why I stopped watching it because it had everything was the same.
Right. So Michelle says, she says she personally feels that it is unacceptable. She's referring to cheating. If you feel you need to hurt them as they hurt you, you need to reevaluate your relationship.
And I agree with Michelle 100%.
Hmm. Hmm. So, what would okay? Because I know when we spoke about this topic, because a lot of times we don't write anything down. We pretty much go off the cuff on all of our shows,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it a lot better. Because then the viewers and the listeners can see our reactions as they are happening real, right?
Right.
So I want to back up. So when you cheated, yeah, we're gonna turn the show into the Yvonne show.
Oh God! Come on now.
Stop
This
coming up
heat
with the
is
topics
burning
then.
my ass.
So Rollin G. So when you cheated and it was because you weren't getting enough in the bedroom, what was the reaction of your partner? Did he know?
That I was cheating?
Yeah.
Of course he knew.
So he was okay with that?
I know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I wasn't married to the man.
It doesn't matter.
And so it happened. He was there when he wasn't there, and it was things just happened.
Wait a minute. I'm with Richard. Richard's like, hold up. I'm with Richard
Wait a
on this
minute.
one.
The topic of this show is revenge cheating.
I'm going to get to that part.
Yvonne cheating.
I'm going to get to that part. You know what? Dalai Lama D, he lends a whole lot of wisdom to the show. And with that, he's able to dawn upon some of the things that you bring to the show. I sit back and I'm just the narrator. Okay. I facilitate.
Okay.
Okay. So we all have our duties. So right now, your duty is the hot seat.
Good. And it has been ever since I've been back on this show. I have been in the hot seat. You know what? And I'm gonna stop bringing topics to the table. I'm gonna let y'all handle this. I will narrate, and you and D will do what you do.
Okay, I'm gonna get off of you, Yvonne. I'm gonna get off of you.
Thank you.
Richard wants to know what man says that cheating is okay. Hell no.
Nah. Right. You went along with it? Well, first of all,
shit! Here come Dolly.
I just thought of myself. Okay, so you told him. I mean, when you had the conversation, did you have the conversation saying that he's not doing enough in the bedroom? That's why you cheated, or you told him after you went home?
You know what? It wasn't about the bedroom. It wasn't about the sex.
Oh.
It was about companion. It was about somebody being there when I needed to have a shoulder to cry on. When the other person was so self-centered that all he could think about was himself.
Mm.
So did I step out? I sure did. Because I needed affection. I needed to be the companionship. I needed to have someone there for me.
So how does it
He
make
had
you
a
feel? How
whole
does it make
bunch
you
of women
feel
in behind.
afterwards? How does it make you feel afterwards? Afterwards, how did you feel after the fact?
Good question, D.
Oh, thank you.
Felt good all over.
But when
No,
the
not
but,
physically. How
but when
did
the
you
feeling
feel?
wore off, then when it wore off, was it like I shouldn't have did
Did
that?
I feel guilty?
Yeah, right. That's what I
Did
want. Yeah,
I feel guilty?
yeah.
No,
No.
At
no,
all?
no. You
Wow.
have to understand. We have a child. I have a child. He has a child that's a few months apart. So what does that say?
Go ahead.
That you both had children?
Right.
While we were together, while we were together, He was out pleasuring himself.
Hold on.
Well,
I was
hold on.
aware.
You
Hold
said
I
on.
was
plain or
aware
Hold on.
pleasure?
I
I want
get
to
the
make.
whole hate on. Did
of
I
getting
miss
pleasure,
something?
getting pleasure himself.
Oh, pleasure. I
So
think he said playing with himself. Okay, I was
I,
gonna say, wait a minute now, what's going on? What kind of freaky stuff is
pleasure.
this going on here?
So so it was. Did I know about it? You know how you know about something, but you don't have proof.
Hold on. I gotta compose myself. Roland D, don't say nothing else. Cause I can't. I'm trying to listen. And you better swallow that water before you spit it all over the screen.
Wow.
Okay, so if he was out doing what he wanted to do and you were out doing what you wanted to do, then why be together?
Great question.
Because technically we weren't together.
You
I
were
mean, it's
not.
you know what? It's a long, drawn out story. I
Oh, we
mean,
got plenty of
We got
time.
time.
no, no. I
Yeah.
don't want. I don't. I really don't. I don't want to go there.
Okay, we are gonna go
But I
there.
mean, we were together, and then we weren't together. So it was. He wasn't there for me. I understand women that say, "Well, their man was not there for me, so they went out and found someone that would satisfy the need of uh, satisfy their needs." And it's not
Okay.
all about sex. It's not all about sex.
Okay. So now Michelle just had, well, she put up two comments, but one is really long and I don't think it's going to show up in the, well, let's see.
Jesus.
It's really long. Dang, Michelle, you covering our faces and everything. She says, if a man says cheating is okay, he needs to be single. If a man gets caught cheating, he doesn't care about your feelings because a man who is afraid of losing the woman he has will be sure to make sure his cheating is flawless. However, a real man won't cheat. He will speak with his spouse to try and correct what he feels is missing. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Now I got to take that down. Okay. So then
Ooh.
she says, hang on, Michelle. You got stuff in here. She says, it's simple. Wait a minute. It's simple, Miss Yvonne. It's called dating. I got your back.
Oh, dating which
Stop,
one?
Michelle. We're trying to get somewhere here.
It's called dating which one? Was I dating the man I was with, or was I dating the man that
You breaking up, my
uh
love. You're breaking up.
me?
Yeah.
Okay, so dating which one? I was with one guy, sort of, but then I was seeing someone else. And it wasn't a long period of time, it was a short period of time, which doesn't make a difference, but
You're breaking up real bad.
oh,
Okay.
okay, so it's y'all's turn then.
Okay. So let me say hello to those who have joined us. Michelle Carter, Richard Hall of Man to Man Radio, and of course, the incomparable Pastor and Bishop Ray Williams. Bishop Ray Williams, y'all.
Hi, Ray, Mr. Ray. Pastor Ray.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Terry. Good to see you, Miss Terry Hill. How you doing?
Hey, Terry.
Okay, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of this topic.
Thank you.
You ain't off the hook yet.
Oh, yes, I am.
So, when people go out here and they call themselves revenge cheating, and they find out that their spouse basically has done them wrong, they feel like there has to be a need to go out and do something even bigger and better than their partner did to them. Why do you think people feel the need to revenge cheat, Rollin D?
Because they think they're going to feel better. A lot of times, I think they feel like it's a tick for tack type of measure. Well, if he did it, I can do it too. I can do it better. But in the long run, I mean, I don't think it, I think it makes a person I don't think it makes a person really feel good. I think that's why I asked Yvonne that question. It made me feel good for the moment, but I don't really I think in the long run, it make them really feel good. I think they really feel bad about it because sometimes you just got to kind of let things go, let things alone, depending on the situation. Like, if it's a issue in the bedroom or a companionship, I think things like that need to be discussed with one another. If it's being discussed and it's still not being paid attention to, or if it's not being addressed, then like the other young lady said, Michelle, then move on. I mean, don't waste your time trying to play revenge and trying to cheat, because sometimes you can lose your life, doing that. I had a friend that lost his life, doing something similar in that notion. So it's not always good,
But you know what? It's about feelings. A woman knows that her man is out there, cheating on her, and she's hurt, and she's blaming herself. What am I doing? Why does he feel like he has to go out and cheat? So the revenge part of it is, well, if he's going to do it and hurt me, then I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do it too. So he'll know how I feel.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, but doing that a lot of times, I don't think people, once they do that, I don't think they really get what they're really looking for.
As they thought it would be.
Right. Kind of a lot of people, that do that. Again, I had a friend that lost his life, doing that. We got caught up because, again, trying to do some revenge and another situation happened, in the midst of that. So he trying to go over here and do this over here and got all caught up in a whole nother situation that didn't belong to him. So again, I'll say,
caught up? You're not mentioning names.
He got murdered. He got murdered. He went to he got murdered. And, it was like a robbery. But but it's not like the girl had anything to do. It was just, he was somebody he was trying to mess around with, that he was trying to mess around with on the low, and wind up trying to go out with the person and wind up losing his life. So again, sometimes, karma could be, sometimes we try to go play tit for tat. Me personally, I have to catch myself a few times because, like, you got to think before you do. Well,
you did?
Well, I'm saying, in my past, I have done stuff to that nature. I'm not talking about my present. I'm talking about my past. I have done things like that and found myself, like, why do I even waste my time doing that? Because, again, I didn't feel no different.
Rollin D? No.
Well, in my past, again, this is not my present. In my past, so.
Still.
Well, what happened with me was in my past, too. Would I do that now? No.
Well, would you?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay,
well, so a lesson learned. So it's a lesson learned, then.
It's a lesson learned.
Oh yeah, and we all learn, but the key is to learn these lessons without having to go through a horrific situation. So to learn a lesson early, to know, what, maybe I need to just move along, or maybe just walk away and don't go this route. Because again, karma is the truth. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't believe in karma, but I definitely believe in karma, and I believe things do come back to you. So it don't
It
be worth
does.
it. Just walk away. You know, that's just my
too.
theory.
I do too. So Michelle is saying, but what if they don't care as much as you think they do?
Yes.
Then you just hurt yourself more. That is where it goes wrong. I
Well,
have to
that,
agree.
yeah,
I
that
I
have
have
to
too.
to
agree.
agree with that too.
Yeah, that too.
Because Yvonne and I were talking kind of briefly about when this topic came up. We were kind of talking about, you know, what happens when, you know, the man goes out and cheats and then the woman cheats in revenge, but she gets caught up by getting pregnant.
Oh, that's even.
Yeah,
Oh God, that's yeah. That's the ultimate. That's the
but you know,
One,
ultimate. Right there.
I don't even
that's
think
just
that's the
one
ultimate.
thing that could happen.
That's
Pregnant to
just
bring
one.
life, to bring another life into the world. I mean, that's
That's just one thing. What happens if, you know, she goes out there and cheat, or he goes out there and cheat, and contracts an STD or AIDS, or
Exactly.
well,
you
that could be
know, it's
worse
That's
than making.
worse.
a child. I mean, you can say, okay, well, I had a child out of from another person, and y'all split, and you go, if you got caught AIDS, or some other kind of incurable disease, then you're screwed
Well, that's
big
true.
time.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
well, that's true.
I mean,
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
there's no coming back from that.
That's
So
true.
So what happens when the woman goes out here and gets pregnant? Because I'm going to try and figure out both sides. I wanted to look at both sides. So the woman goes out and she cheats in revenge or in retaliation of her partner cheating on her. She gets pregnant. So what happens with this baby? Does the man stay?
Well, what if he doesn't stay? So now you really look like a fool.
Exactly. Because I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, you have not only have you hurt him,
Stephanie,
you've hurt yourself, and you've hurt the baby. Most of
Yeah.
all, that child
they
is
deserve.
missing a father. Because if
Yeah,
she had a one night stand and got pregnant by this other man, and he's going about his business, this child will not know who his father is.
But you know what the unfortunate part is that even though she has gone out here and she has got caught up and got a baby on her one night stand, legally, her husband is
Is the
responsible.
father? Yeah,
huh?
legally. If
Yes.
she's married and she
Yes.
has a baby outside that marriage, he is lawfully considered the father.
Yeah.
What if they
Mhm.
do a blood test?
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Oh shit, I don't like that idea.
Well, it's
Who
not an idea; it's
does?
the law. It's the way it is.
I guess I'll be in jail then.
Okay, so I'm gonna put up Terry's comment, right? But Terry, you guys got to start writing these long ass comments because then it be hiding us and stuff. Shit, y'all making me work too damn hard trying to read all this stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
say, oh God,
exactly. So
Jesus.
Terry said, no, no. On a serious note, rather it's a man or the woman. It breaks the main thing, which is trust, and
yeah.
it's extremely hard and takes years to get it back. You may forgive, but never forget. So while you're there trying to make it work, your mind or his is always asking, so why spend 5 more years trying to make a lost cause work, child or no child?
Well,
Yeah.
you know what, and that comes from um, how much you care about that person. If you care about that person and you guys can talk it out, work it out, and try. The trust is going to take a long time to come back, but try to work on that relationship, even though you know that he knows that the baby is not his. But the same token is if he goes out and he has a revenge, um, uh, revenge
Cheat,
sex,
right?
cheats, and has a baby with the other woman. You find more women are more acceptable of him going out having a child
Shit.
than the man is acceptable about a woman going out having a child.
I guess I'm in that small percentage because it's not acceptable. he better hope he better hope he wake up. Let's put it that way. Don't give me that look, G.
Well, see, I'm with you on that, Tony. It would not be acceptable to me. But there are women. We're not just talking about us. There are women and men that are willing to accept it, deal with it, and move on. It just depends on how much they care about each other. If they can work it out.
Well, Michelle made a valid point too, Tony. She said that's her fault. She should use protection. I mean, if cheating is one thing,
you're right.
You cheat is one thing, but to do a baby, that's like, come on.
That's something else.
Even for a man, I'd be like, okay, a baby? I mean, because that meant y'all was really, because to make a baby nowadays is kind of, you got to really be, and get it in.
Well, now, huh? Do you?
So Pastor says, if she comes back with a baby, they'll both have the pleasure of a new home. All right.
Yeah, that's kind of deal about baby. I mean, cheating is one thing, but a baby. I mean, even men that do it, I'd be like, come on, man. I mean, bring another child. That's kind of deep. I mean, I have one, thank God, but I can imagine. I mean, I can't imagine having another one, let alone trying to do it sneakily. Trying to do it. I mean, I'm almost done. 3 more years.
You know what? I can't stand Richard Hall. I can't stand his ass. You know what? Yes, I do. That's probably why I can't find no man.
You got your
Shut up, Rollin. Don't you start with me. Don't you dare start with me. Oh my gosh. So no, I don't believe in knives. However, no, I believe in soap in a sock. I'll beat the hell out of you in your sleep. Try me. Leave me alone, Michelle. Oh my gosh. But I mean, it's something to be said when a woman goes out here and stop it, Richard. Oh my gosh. But it's something to be said when a woman goes out here and then comes in and she got a baby to bring home and she's
that's a bit much.
That's much.
That's a bit much. A baby, come on. That's like taking it to the whole,
Yeah.
But you know what would really put the icing on the cake?
Oh boy.
Is if and you're gonna know what I'm talking about, Tony.
Oh dear
you
Lord.
Go out,
am I gonna laugh real hard?
You go out and you have you cheat with a person of another color, and when that baby is born, with us it would be white, and both the husband and wife are black. You know what show I'm talking about, don't you? That would be, now that's where.
That'd be a mess.
Yes.
You know what, sis? Steph? Yeah, they know me. Because I'm no joke. Look, Stephanie had to calm me down just, I think, 2 weeks ago. Girl,
What, you had a knife 2 weeks ago?
I was gonna call in some big guns. I was there. I was there. Okay. You can forget about all this makeup and this hair shit. You can forget about this shit.
So what happened?
Where it came off?
I'll tell you off air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know how to not say certain things. Yeah, it was there. Steph know what I'm talking about. Yeah, because I lose my mind. So Richard said, "Uh-oh." Yeah, so sis had to calm me down. She was like, "Nah, you know what?" She was like, "You know this will happen. You just gotta wait, because you know they'll know it's you, and it all start. They'll come after you." So, yeah, it was hot. It was hot. Anyway, getting back to the show. So let me ask you this question, because we talked about, when the person cheats. Well, no, let me go back, because we talked about the woman bringing home a baby. But how do you accept the fact, accept the fact that your man during your marriage has gone out and cheated on you, and he comes home and says, "Baby, guess what?" And he tells you
I gotta be saying it like that.
Well, I can't do a deep voice. So
Well,
why don't you say it?
No, I'm saying I'm pretty sure he wouldn't say it in that kind of way. I'm pretty sure he'd kind of dance around it for a minute. I don't think he'd come out.
Okay, so pretend that me or Yvonne is your woman, and you went out and you cheated. Okay? And now you got found out that this girl got a baby. So tell us how you would say it. Put on your acting face.
Okay.
And tell me that you went out and you cheated, and you bringing home a baby.
Okay.
Here you go. Action.
Hey, Yvonne. Hi, Ben. How's your day going?
Liar!
I gotta talk to you for a second. Yvonne, maybe I messed up. Remember that time we was going through a rough patch in our relationship? Oh God, please help me with this. You remember you were checking my messages back here a few months ago, and you was like, "Who was this?" And I said it was the bakery lady. Well,
Oh, Jesus.
I've messed up Yvonne, and I got her pregnant. I'm having a baby with her, and she don't want to, go the other route. So we having a baby.
We who? Wait, I'm sorry, I'm not Yvonne. Go, Yvonne. No. I was feeling that, Rollin D. I was feeling that.
Well, again, because I'm sure that's how it would come across. If a man was trying to explain, he had to go home and explain that to his woman, about him cheating. He'll be like, "Hey, baby, guess what? It's gonna be a little bit, a little bit more
who's coming to dinner?"
Yeah. So.
OMG. So, as a woman, Yvonne,
yeah,
what would be your reaction? Action.
Oh, you really caught me off guard here. You really
Action.
want me to do this?
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about? You did what? When we was what? We were only separated for a couple of nights. You couldn't keep your thing in your pants that long? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wow. Pretty good.
Take your ass back over there to your baby mama.
I see it's hurting him. I see it's hurting him, Yvonne.
He's crying. He's crying.
Crying through the laughter.
I mean, it's a situation I hope I don't never have to go through in life. I mean, because again, on either side. I mean, vice versa on either side, because again, that's a real thing, because the child is an innocent, child in the world. So that's the sad part about it. Adults made a decision for a person that couldn't make a decision for themselves.
Exactly. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But and then the other thing that can go, I can't believe that we are. Oh my God, we only have 15 minutes. So the other thing that, because we had brought up, was bringing home a a sexually transmitted disease.
That's
You know,
that's
that,
like neck and neck. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's some heavy stuff right there. You bring home a sexually transmitted disease, and the problem is that normally the other person doesn't find out until they go to the doctor. So it lays dormant in their system, which then can cause all kind of other problems, you know,
true.
which then starts to affect whether or not they are going to live or die. You know, you've made the decision to put somebody in that position.
You know what? I had a scare. And I mean, it turned out to be a mistake on the doctor's part, but so I went in for my I just had one of my kids, I can't remember which one. Anyway, I went in for my checkup, and the doctor came back in. He said I had gonorrhea. I said, what? Oh, I must have. I started crying. I got mad. If I had a gun, I'd have shot the nigga.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
I would have blew his brains out.
Yeah. So then he told me to wait in the room and you know, calm myself down because he saw how pissed off I was. Come to find out, they had somebody else's test mixed up with mine.
Oh, that's shit. Terrible. Oh, that's hell. Terrible. I was holding my breath just now. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
No, thank God I've never had an STD.
Ooh. That's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's heavy. But then what happens when, because of course, you know, the woman doesn't really know Lorena Bobbitt. She keeps saying Lorena Hobbit. But what happens is that the woman really does not know that she has contracted a sexually transmitted disease until she goes to a doctor, or unless, and 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have symptoms. Men know before a woman will know because he's burning.
You know what, Toni? Now, if you pay attention to your body, you know that there's something wrong.
Yep.
Right. But what I'm saying is that with women don't know right away.
No, we don't know right away, but you know, there's certain STDs that you can get that either has an odor, it has burning, it has itching, so you know something is wrong down there.
Yeah.
And you know that if it's doing all that, you know that's when you need to get to the doctor to find out why it's doing that.
Why?
Now it could be, you know, the yeast infection, but you know,
but you don't play with any of that.
But you need to go and find out. I mean, you know, women think, okay, well, it's just a yeast infection. I'll go to the store and get some Vagisil, but you don't know that's what it is. That's how all these diseases get started, because we're so lazy, or whatever you want to call it, to go and get it checked out.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you should be wearing protection.
Well, that's
that's especially nowadays. We talk about 2018. You should know better. Everybody should know better. I mean, you know, hey, all that, I can't feel it. Well, you don't be feeling it at all.
Exactly.
You don't feel the same. Well, oh, hell, well.
But I'm just surprised. I know, but I'm just surprised that people would even think about cheating on their spouse and not use protection.
Spouse, girlfriend, anybody that you come back home with and you having unprotected sex with, so it could be your wife, it could be your girlfriend. I mean, if you come back home to that person, you just got to be careful, because again, I've seen different scenarios. I mean, the other scenario was somebody with the age. I mean, that's a whole nother, scenario that can come back to haunt you in the long run. So it doesn't be worth it. I mean, again, when you think about doing these things, you think twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
If
it
seems
can go
or if it seems too easy, or if it seems too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it probably is.
yeah. 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 It can be really, really bad.
You know,
But you know what? The ultimate, though, because I know Yvonne and I had talked a little bit about this topic. And like I said, we try not to talk too much about stuff because we like to have the genuine response. One thing we didn't talk about, though, Yvonne, is when the other partner finds out you did revenge cheat, but then he or she wants to get bigger revenge on you. And it leads to something like what Roland G was referring to, his boy that got caught up. It can lead to people causing bodily harm and even murder.
Oh, yeah.
Because people
That's
get
real.
crazy, But what do you do? So do you say to people, why cheat?
So
just walk
can
out
you hear
of the
me?
relationship.
Because you guys are frozen.
Yeah. No, we hear you.
Really?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but why even cheat? Why don't you just in the relationship if you're not that happy, or start out by trying to talk to your partner, your spouse, about what it is that you're unhappy about. I would think.
I think that's the start.
And
That's where it should start.
When I did what I did. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. If he don't want to be with me, or I need to feel like I gotta go back out and find somebody to fulfill my needs, then I may as well just leave. We don't need to be together.
Exactly. Why waste your time? Why waste your time? Why waste your time?
Right.
Just move on.
I left.
Right.
I want somebody out of respect do that for me.
It's and I've always said I would never cheat on my husband, my spouse. And I did that one time, and that once was enough.
Yeah. Richard says it's better to leave an unhealthy relationship. There's a good love and a sick love. The good thing is we all have a choice, and you're definitely right.
Yeah.
Because Michelle also agrees that communication is the key of to any relationship, and that is true. But you know what, Michelle, and I have to add this. I have to agree. You are 100% right. You have to communicate certain things in your relationship, but then there are those times when one person does not know how to communicate. No matter how much this person might love and care for and trust, and sometimes they just don't know how to communicate. Sometimes there might be a fear of communication. You don't know, and I think that's why a lot of people will cheat, is because they don't know how to communicate.
And see, and that's what was in my relationship. There was no communication. I mean, I don't know if it was. I would start talking, and he would. It was like trying to talk to a wall. He'd walk away, and then I'm screaming, and then he walks away quicker, and he never would respond to the issue. So
that's not good. When a person don't respond to what you're trying to relate to him,
Compton,
then
wherever he lived, and I'm there, and I'm just frustrated. So it's when you only have a one-sided communication, it's hard. You can't resolve anything with just yourself.
Yeah. And because Richard does say also, it has to be effective communication. But, like I said, I agree. It has to be communication, effective communication. However, some people don't feel that they are able to communicate. Maybe there's a lack of trust somewhere with their partner, that they cannot feel that they can communicate. You've got some partnerships and marriages and relationships where they trust you just as far as they can throw you, and they say they love. I couldn't do without this person. But when it comes to talking to their mate, that's when it's a standstill.
But see, and what I don't understand is how can you be in a relationship or call yourself in a relationship if there's no trust? I mean,
I mean,
what do
you
you
like
have?
Richard said,
If you
like
don't have
you're in a
trust, you
healthy
don't have
relationship.
respect. And if you don't have that, then there's nothing. So what's what's the purpose of continuing with a playing house?
Because some people, that's all they want to do. That's their fairy tale.
Well, some people, I mean, can't afford to live by themselves.
Yes, yeah,
True.
I
Because
mean,
we've talked
financial.
about that. Yeah, we've talked about reasons why people are in certain situations.
Financial is the number one reason. Do a survey. Number
yeah,
one reason.
yeah.
Because
I have. I know.
paying that whole room by yourself makes a
Been
big ass
in
difference when
certain
you gotta pay.
situations,
Yeah,
not because it
yeah,
was love, but then after you're with the person for so long, you learn to develop that trust. You learn to trust them. You learn to respect them. And if you got to go out and cheat, you don't need to be in a relationship. You need to be
yeah,
single, and you go about your business, and they go about theirs.
yeah.
You know, before
Richard
somebody
makes
get
a good.
hurt.
Yeah, you're right. Richard makes a good point. He says you have to trust their character and not the person. Trust in God. Man and woman will always fail. Um, Same way Terry says she agrees. She says it's hard. Prayer if you're married. Well, prayer if you're not married, though, Terry.
prayer
Prayer
period.
in any case, married or
Yeah,
not married.
yeah. Because I don't think that you can even go further in a relationship into a stage of marriage if you didn't have prayer.
True.
So, either way, I think you have to pray. No matter what, you have to pray. And you have to pray that you won't put your hands around somebody's neck. It's
Or
like,
throw
Right.
I pray
on them.
about that often. I really do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, we're at that 5 minute point, and I can't believe this show went this fast. It did.
I
It
know.
went really
Just tuned in.
Oh my gosh. Well, I do want to say thank you to everybody who was joining us tonight. We enjoyed you. We enjoyed your comments. It was a fun show. Like Yvonne and I were talking about earlier, it used to be we would be on these 2 hour shows. Remember how we were doing that, D?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
But
was
2 hours
rough.
used to go by quick too.
Shit. No.
I mean, the top was really, and it
But
was really
we
fun.
made it through.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, we did. We did. We made it through. But see, I used to do the show in my pajamas. I'd have my hair wrapped up, makeup taken off. I'd be ready for bed because as soon as it clocks down to 0, I was ready to go to bed.
I know
So
each one of
shit.
us run. All right, Tony. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Good night.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. OMG. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Michelle Carter. She says, great show, great topic. In closing, if you have to cheat, just leave. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I agree too. I agree.
I am with you on that one. And Richard Hall. Oh my God. Tony's prayer is, Lord, don't make me put these grits on this man. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Mm-mm-mm.
I have enjoyed you guys. I'm going to try and put this banner up without me going crazy, looking like I'm in a kung fu movie. Oh my gosh. But anyway, we really did enjoy you. The end of the show is where we thank everybody, like I did with Michelle, Richard, Terry, Stephanie, my sis. Who else? Am I missing somebody?
Ray. Pastor Ray.
That's
Pastor
right.
Ray. I wonder where Bishop Kenny is. He would have loved this show. He would have loved this. Oh, and
I
there's
know.
Brandon Smith, your baby.
Hey, baby.
Miss Terry. Who else do we have? We had Miss Kim Williams, my schoolmate. Who else? I just want to try and make sure I mention people's names so that you know that I know you're there. I'm gonna kill Michelle in these long ass comments. It's like I have to like scroll like 3 times to get past her comment. It's like, but we love you and we thank you for supporting Hot Topics Talk Radio TV and the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network. Hot Topics Talk Radio is sponsored by Shades of Africa in 2 locations, in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. Make sure that you are make sure when you are in their stores, either store, mention the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network and any of the shows under the network so that you can receive 15% off your purchase. Shades of Africa for the mind, body, and spirit. Also sponsored by the Urban Sentinel. Thank you, Mr. Reggie Kearney. He happens to be also the host of Real World News. Oh my gosh. I have to take a breath. Real World News TV, he and Shara Ann Tappan, they're on every Tuesday night at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So we want to say thank you to him. Make sure you check out his paper. Okay, it's in digital and available also in print. That's that Real News. And just recently, Miss Stephanie Warren Jenkins, she is with FES Protection plan, and we are now kind of partnering a little bit. So I just want to mention Miss Stephanie Warren Jenkins with FES Protection Plan. So for financial future, a better financial future, check out Miss Stephanie Jenkins. Let's see. Oh, and also, if you've missed any of our shows, make sure to go over to the Hot Topics Talk Radio website. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, the website. So you can check out any of the past shows, also check out our sponsors. And also, you're able to see the hosts of each show. So you can send them messages, tell them show ideas, all that good stuff. But again, the Hot Topics Talk Radio and all of the shows are under the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network. So we just want to say thank you once again. Thank you for joining us. And we'll be coming back tomorrow night with Man to Man TV, and that is with Richard Hall and Chris Smith. They've got a great show lined up for you tomorrow night, so make sure that you do check them out. So until then, we will see you next week on Wednesday again. Okay, join us 8 o'clock. Huh?
On all the waving things,
We will see you next week here on Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Central, and 11 o'clock on the East Coast. You guys have a great night. We love you, and we appreciate you. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night.